Hi there. No, this opening used to be way longer in the classic version of this game. But I like this more condensed version because I can play it every time. And give me a second because I actually have an issue with my controller now. One of the buttons not responding. Okay, now it works. Back to Live Alive, there's 2 chapters left to do. I don't think we are ending this today, because while it's only 2 chapters and the last time we did 3, we finished with chapters. This will be a later one, and I think this one is reasonably long as well. Anyway, next up is the near future. One day soon, but not yet, a rebellious youth lives a hard life, getting into trouble and picking fights because he knows what others are thinking. A rough routine, but one to which he's grown accustomed. However, his power eventually leads him to become involved in a dark conspiracy, which can only be stopped through the resurrection of an ancient robot king, the Steel Titan.
Anta, 今幸せか?
Well, I'm happy with my streaming, at least.
はあ、そりゃ結構。けどな、そうじゃない人間もいるってことを頭に入れといてくれ。おっと、説教じみちまったな。もう少し俺の話に付き合ってくれ。
お父さん！どこにいるの？お父さん！死んじゃ嫌だ！返事してよ！お父さん！
その時すでに親父は息を引き取っていた。親父は勇敢な機動隊員で暴走集団クルセイダーズと戦っていた。こんな出来事が待ち受けているとも知らずに、俺は親父の仕事を誇らしく思っていた。
というわけで、今日からみんなのお友達が増えます。さあ、みんなにお名前を教えてあげて。
Hi there, Night Travelers. I was about to say, this is a very small classroom for an elementary school, but I believe this is more of an orphanage.
みんな、仲良
And
くしてね。
secondly, I think you do actually have nowadays schools in Japan that have classrooms this small.
渡辺くんは？
A lot of them have closed down.
はーい。
そして妹の香りとちびっこハウスに入った頃から、俺は不思議な力を使えるようになった。 人の心を読むことや手を触れず物を動かす力だ。人の心を覗けるぜ。オッケー、それでいい。こんな力を持っていたら、あんたならどう使う？俺の場合は。
We gain control, nice. Akira starts as level 4. Show basic kick and punch attacks you're already used to. And as a psychic, he's going to learn a lot of skills like these two at the bottom. From what I recall, Akira is very much about having skills with very wide ranges to hit a lot of enemies at once. Also, I forgot to check the settings menu. Oh, here, because last time I was complaining about those tutorial panels that kept popping up for stuff that I felt the game already did a good job on conveying by itself. And I had just found out that you can disable them, so I will do that. Also, last time, yesterday I made a major blunder. On the previous stream, if you look at the VOD here on the channel, there is a period of about 20 minutes where my microphone was muted and I didn't realize it. It lasts from the start of the cowboy chapter up until the end of the first fight with the bandit at the saloon. I edited the VOD name to warn you about when that happens. You can see me speaking but no sounds coming out. But I was talking about how that chapter looked and about the Sundown Swallow Point skill. And I didn't know that it was an actual thing until Kira mentioned it in the chat. Mind reading is like works like sniffing the caveman chapter. It's the same button. There's a guy behind the tree here. Oh, wait. Say that again. Oh, the mischief and me and the missus used to get up to when we were at their age. Alright. Can you mind read the birds? Yes, you can. Oh no, that's just the kid again. That's a taiyaki stand. there's a crusader.
「こいつら何考えてやがる」
「こいつを連れてきゃ今日のノルマ達成だぜ」
てめえらのノルマなんぞに付き合う気はねえよ。
何をガキがいつからだクルセイダーズがチンピラ集団になり下がったのは。なんだてめえ通りすがりのたい焼き屋さんよ。
Oh, they changed that line. No, he's supposed to say he's the Taiyaki guy. Why would you change it for something this generic? Anyway, that's our first party member. Right, I want to try this one out. Confuse enemies with thoughts of their mons so they lose the will to fight. Interestingly, the Super Nintendo did not have move descriptions like this, so it was a lot harder to figure out what Akira's skills are supposed to be about.
おとなしくしな。
This character's name is Matsu. For some reason, he's called Lawless here. I think it's just meant to be a nickname.
いい加減にしときな。無駄だ。何次はドイツだ。
センキュー。俺としたことが。
気をつけな。ここんとこ奴らの動きが妙だ。
俺なんざさらっても金にならねえってわからないかね。
妹の具合はどう
He's
だ。
got a point. If that's why they were going to
料
kidnap
理は
you.
元気さ。て。
怪我したか。俺が送ってやる。
なあ、松。連中何企んでんだ。
Oh, I encontrou again.
ここ一連の誘拐事件、間違いなく奴らが関わっている。
think this is where the opening place in the SS chapter has got one. Awesome, I think I don't have to tell you that this has magnitudes more production value than in the classic version. Not just the lyrics, but of the other cinematics. If that singer's voice sounded familiar to you, it's because it probably was. Among others, he sung the openings for Dragon Ball Z and the first opening of One Punch Man.
またな。
その傷、また喧嘩してきたのね。
うるせえな、ほっとけよ。
ほっとけじゃないでしょ、まったく。ほら、汚れてるからシャツ脱いで。
ガキじゃねえんだから。
はい、終わり。また洗い物が増えちゃったじゃないの。
So they have not addressed this at all. Back then it was confusing that you saw Akira as a kid in the flashback, and now he's grown up in the present. But the other kids look the same.
そこ僕の席だからね。
And that's just the first confusing aspect about the story in this chapter. So everybody knows about it. It's not a secret that he can read minds.
さあ始まりました。全国プロレスファン待望の一戦。三沢か武藤か。どちらにせよ我々はこの日を一日先週の思いで夢に見ていました。ルールは前代未聞、前人未到のラウンド無制限マッチ。さあ今ゴングが鳴った。
Oh, I didn't think you could use the toilet. I'm sure this room will come up later. Oh no, I don't mean to wash my hands again. Okay, I thought there would be an item there. Akira, nobody's gonna be able to watch if you stand right in front of the screen like that.
負けるなミサは回転エルボー。何すんだユキ、兄ちゃん怪我してんだぞ。私何もしてないもん。
喧嘩はダメだってば。はい、薬持ってきたよ。それよりプロレスどっちが勝ってんの？
ああ、そこは私のリングサイド。
ひどいよ。そういえば香織ちゃんがタロ吉の具合が悪いって心配してたよ。タロ吉？カズが捕まえてきたあの赤耳ガメだよ。
So many names are coming up all at once.
タロ吉死んじゃうのかな。
Akira's sister hasn't visibly grown up either.
かわいそう。
そうだ、東兵衛ならなんとかできるかも。あの古道具屋寿商会の東兵衛だよ。俺相談してくれ。
This was actually the one chapter I was wondering whether they would make major changes to the script, not just in localization, but just to structure it differently. Because I've heard a lot about a lot of people getting confused by it. And for the first time in a while, we are back to having random battles.
おとなしくしな。おとなしくしな。
Alright, so for a lot of encounters here, you have this overpowering mechanic. You'll just have to kill the Crusader to disable the robots, but I think that you get less item drops if you do that.
手についてしまった。
お、来とったか。
手を洗えよ。
で、何用じゃ。
実は
何？そういうことなら任せなさい。わしをただの古道具やと思うなよ。筑波で学んだハイテク技術と古代より伝わる英知を持ってそのたるい元やらを生まれ変わらせて信ぜよう。一刻を争うば地下の物質転送装置で行くとしよう。
The house really isn't that far away. What is got into shock? Oh, you can't interact with anything except for this thing. I distinctly remember being able to play this. Oh, I was gonna say, did they remove this staircase? In the classic, when you go down the stairs here, you have to actually go through several rooms. You're just going in circles to go down the stairs. Now just keep straight to the basement. Other thing I forgot to say that given when this game originally released, it's possible that the quote-unquote near future that this chapter is might be what they thought today would be like. But we certainly don't have teleporters.
Hello, everybody. 転送装置は調子が悪いので歩いて参ったぞ。こりゃ渋滞じゃ。早速このタロイモとやらを液化還元し。このメタルスーツに注入し流体アンドロイドとして生まれ変わらせて信じよう。
流体アンドロイド？
まずは電極を入れて。
This is already a confusing plot point and I bet the card is not gonna help, but basically Akira's little sister has a pet turtle named Taro. Taro is dying. Don't know if it was old age or something else. And what the doctor is proposing is you turn the turtle into liquid by liquefaction, he said, and put it into this android body. So the turtle will become an android.
あったよっ なんだこいつ
Yeah, that was easy.
なんだよついてくんなよ
Your new best friend. Yes, it's another party member. The game had been talking about robot allies for a while in the loading screen tips, but this is our first proper robot party member. You had the mimic moment in the ninja chapter, but he still worked like the human party members. The way you raise Taro is gonna be different. Anyway, this chapter has a incredibly awkward and convoluted start just to get to this android turtle. I hope it gets a bit more coherent from now on. Whatever it's supposed to do now.
ひょっとするとブリキ大王も同じ理論でそうじゃそれじゃ
Yes, we are not done here. And the map is not showing anywhere you have to go. I have to find the Watanabe, which was the one with the green shirt. And there he is. Here I think you have an odd side quest. That's not really a side quest, you have to do it. But each of the kids wants a taiyaki, and I think each of them wants a different type. So you have to go back to the park. I still have to go to the washroom first. Sorry. Needed to cough. Oh,
早
there.
く見つかるとこだったよ。はい、これ頼まれてた太鼓姉ちゃんの。
もう一回行ってこい。
ひどいよ。
This chapter has not got any better how it's just a lot of obscure trigger hunting. Do I have to go to the washroom again?
ごめんだね。
This washroom is today, right?
はいこれ。じゃあ僕用があるから。
Okay, so this was what you wanted. Taeko's pouch, not exactly my style, but I can see why Taeko would rock it. And this is another censored item. You wonder why are they meeting secret to get the caretaker's pocket money? It's because it's supposed to be, just like in the Western chapter, the woman's underwear. Anyway, can I leave now? Oh, again. So that wasn't the right item. Do I have to do it again? Okay, one of those items was supposed to be Taeko's panties, but I don't know which of them.
やっぱりあんたの差し金だったのね。いい加減にしなさい。
ひどいよ。
And finally, it's directing us to outside the house. Okay, we are over 40 minutes into the stream and it's just being very pointless bumbling around so far. But now we can test our new party member and our new skill.
ビビらせてやるぜ。どんなもんや。
I wanna get into a fight where I actually try to destroy the robots. Taro begins with 3 skills, I also a punch and a kick. And this one that I cannot access for some reason. Oh, it's because it's meant to be a counter attack, probably.
ましかしな。へへ。
おいおい。ネクスト。
I think we dropped a robotic upgrade from the enemies before. Yes, this is what we have to use on Taro. And that will raise his stats a little. Also, that's a tutorial, I thought I had disabled those. Oh no, this was his staircase, that's why I was missing it.
なんだこりゃ。
思った通りじゃ。この古代ロボットブリキ大王は念力で動かされていたのじゃ。だが現代ではそれほどの力が使えるのは液体人間のみ。液体人間とは液化され失った物理的な力の分精神力を高めた人間だ。このブリキ大王を動か
That's
す
a very nice way to say that you want to melt people into liquid.
液体人間を注入するかじゃ。
超能力で動く。俺にできねえわけないぜ。
お主動かしてみるか。
だ。
なら上に来い。待っておるぞ。
Let's run upstairs for what's definitely not gonna be our first, I mean our only trip through those, this flight of stairs. Oh, he's on the other side.
よいか。まずピンクの像を触り本を読む。そして木琴を叩き青いマスクを触ったら地下のブリキ大王をよーく拝む。しかる後きちんと手洗いしてからトイレにしゃがむのじゃ。
Okay, one more time. Pink elephant, book, xylophone, blue mask. Go to the basement, wash your hands, and go to the toilet. So, pink elephant. Then the book. The xylophone. The blue mask. And then we head downstairs again. Of course, if you get this wrong, you have to walk all the way back. That should be it.
Music start!スイッチは5つある。
動けブリキ隊よ。
Nothing. Let's try the second one.
ブリキ動けブリ
So I remind you that we have no actual reason to want to control this robot. At least not yet.
動けブリ
So can take a guess as whether or not this is gonna work.
スイッチを
There should be one in the middle.
動けブリ
やはりダメか。何かいいものがあれば持ってきてくれ。インスピレーションで何か発明できるやもしれ。なんじゃ
Okay, you can do the item crafting now. So unfortunately we have to waste a bit more time because this crafting system is a bit complicated. And I'll try to quickly find a guide for it here. I should have done this before. I think I found it. You can give some items to the professor and he's gonna try to turn them into something better. Each item has like a list of items that will be common when you tinker with them. And those resulting items can be tinkered again sometimes. You would normally only figure this out by doing a lot of trial and error. I prefer to just look up a guide. I believe Watanabe's pocket links should turn into something.
おおお来た来た来た来た来た。こいつができたぞ。
Turn to Taiko's pouch. Now you give it this to him again and see if it becomes something else. I'm glad you can skip this in the remake.
なんじゃ。
いいもんあるぜ。
This turns to full body tights, which you should be able to upgrade again. A biker's belt.
なんじゃ
And this should have just one more upgrade. Full body tights, like body stockings, I believe. I think the guide says this has no more upgrades, so if you give it to the duck again, he'll either do nothing or he might destroy the item. I'm not sure.
なんじゃ
Now do this 3 again, but stop at biker's belt, so I have the accessory as well.
なんじゃ
いいもんあ
Now
るぜ
what else can I give you?
なんじゃ
いいもんあるぜ
These are all turning to converging to the same item sequence.
いいもんあるぜ
なんじゃ
It's failing now.
いいもんあるぜ
Right, another thing about this system is there's a chance to fail, but not because the item has no upgrade, it just has a chance to not work. And you have to try it again until it does.
なんじゃ
いいもんあるぜ
What if I give you another crochet? A set of strats, that's different.
いいもんあるぜ
But I think to end up with the same couple items in the other, I have to try something else. What about Taeko's Furious Fist? Does it become anything? No. That's enough for now. I think for the more interesting items we can make out of this, we need to find some other stuff from random battles. I don't mean to kill the Crusader, but the HP is just too low.
どんなもんや俺も成長したもんだ
Also, for how this chapter is going, I might just keep the dizzy emote on my face for the entire thing. I hope you don't mind. I think it's fitting. Let me just loot this. And how many are there? Is it infinite? I suppose we're not running out of stuff to tinker with. By the way, when she's talking about Kenichi, she's talking about Matsu. That's his family name. Oh, it deals no damage. Okay. It's a bit like you want skill that Pogo had.
よくためよ。ほら。ネクスト。ずらかるぜ。
With that one being kidnapped, I think we've locked ourselves out of the side quest. You had to get Taiyaki for decades. But I just want to move on anyway. I thought it would be mandatory at some point, but I guess it wasn't.
待てよ、俺も。
まあ、なんていいお天気。絶好のバイク日和だわ。あ、危ないじゃない。
ちょっと借りるぜ。
Hi there, this is my bike now.
お前も来んだよ。ほい。
Realistically, this couldn't happen, right? The bike would be crushed under Taro's weight. Is there nothing to loot? Since you can try to upgrade almost anything, it's a big incentive to be kleptomaniac in this chapter. And there he is. This is like a Scooby-Doo chase scene, only I'm the chaser.
Oh, 追い詰めたぜ。
てめえ、いつも俺たちの邪魔をしやがって。ぶっ殺してやる。
ビビらせてやるぜ。
Oh, there's his counter. Nice.
誘拐の目的は何だ。
吐くわけねえだろ。
まさか。いいえ、 誘拐の目的は何だ。
This season I should be able to read their minds, right?
いいえねえ、スクワの研究所へ2000人連れてかなきゃ。あの陸軍総帥に。
こいつら陸軍とか筑波とか。
乗り込むが。筑波に。帰るぞ。
待ってくれよ。
You know, we're 1 hour in. I felt this scene is where the plot should have started, if possible. I felt that what we've done up until this point was just the game killing time, because maybe the writers thought it would be too much of a hurry to start with that event, which actually feels important, but I don't think so.
ビビらせてやるぜ。どうや。げんこつ。
But I also, on the other hand, I'm sure that they're doing it on purpose. So much stuff in this chapter seems designed just to waste your time.
どんなもんや。
From the tinkering and having to read people's minds, so you have to essentially talk to everybody twice to see if they have anything important to say. And the chase sequence at the docks now. So now that we are free, we can try to get some more upgrades for Taro.
おとなしくしな。そらよ。丸見えだぜ。いて。カメカメのバー。いや。
I think Taro can solo this. Or would that take too long? A healing skill. There is something else I'm trying to drop, but it's not coming up. Oh, we already had one, but it only affects Akira himself. Now we can heal party members as well.
ビビらせてやるぜ。楽勝楽勝。いて。まあ。 せてやるぜ。どうや。だよ。いってえな。
Lay on hands, basically. I'm not sure what that means, but Akira is our first main character with a healing skill. Oh, I got it. Also, if Taro's both attacks being weak against the robots, it's really could use some more skills. I wonder if he can get any.
しっかりしろよな。
He even works on machines. That's enough for now. Now, where am I supposed to be? Not this room. You know, it must be terrifying to live under the same roof of, say, Mind Reader. We also have to try and upgrade this later. We didn't have this item before. And the issue with enhancements is they don't give it Taro new skills, just some small stat increases. For new abilities, it's gonna need something else. How much you value people not knowing your thoughts? I do value that, do you? that question might actually become relevant within your lifetime whenever you start having internet connected chips on people's heads or something of the sort. I think Tom Scott had a very interesting seminar about this from a while back. Six feet under. Speaking of which, a robot dog. Good subject to test out this new ability. Show enemies their impending death so they back off. This should push them away. I'm trying to destroy this dog first, so he might drop a good item, but with how much health he's got, it might not be worth it. It's probably worse. No, if one person can do this, can other people? In this story, only Akira is the only mind reader. I think it's implied that other people could read minds existed in ancient times, and they piloted that robot we saw before. But now it's just him. The reason why he can read minds, I believe, is never explained. Just one more hit. This better be worth it. No whiting drops. No, it was not worth it. But since I'm having trouble already with the random encounters, I wanted to go back to the antique shop for a second. Because I think we can make some interesting stuff now. And this is what running away is like in this chapter. I was trying to get there without having to do another one to encounter, but I don't have an option. Let me check what you can make from a throwing knife and a fragmentation grenade. These are single-use offensive items, but I think you can turn them into something else. A 100-volt laser, which should be able to upgrade again. But for now, I'll try upgrading the throwing knife. A spring-loaded punch gun. Which, if I upgrade again, it fails. You know what, I'll keep those two for now. So these are accessories, but they have a special effect, which is that they give Taro new skills to use in battle. And they are permanent, it's not a single use item. Now what can you make with those fine pearls? Nothing? Oh, really? What about this? Oh, yeah. Please stop failing, Doctor. Or does this just not have any upgrades? Another biker's belt? Okay. I think you can have more than one. Now we go back to that building and we test out Taro's new attacks. You can upgrade those two I made further to get better weapons, but I wanted to see what they look like. Also, thanks for that water break now. Hi there, we are halfway through my regular streaming time and I feel this is going to be the longest chapter of them all. Because I certainly don't feel we are already halfway through it. He's killed Johnny, yes, yes. Hey there, help me test out those new weapons. Punch out surprised decent enemies if I punch to the face. How different is it from his regular punch? Oh, he has to charge it up. Barely any different. I should upgrade that weapon again. I was talking about Dobermans are underrated dogs. I don't have any dog breed I particularly prefer. I'm more about insects, as you could probably guess. Oh, okay, this is slightly better. You know, I just finished off the agent. And the issue with Akira ceiling is, unless the description is incomplete, it does not heal your debuffs. I think Belcio did that. It's too bad that you can just teleport to the antique shop. I'll try to find more items that can become weapons further down here, but I don't know if I'll keep going out to upgrade and then come back in. Do I have any enhancements? None. But I did drop this grenade at one point that I should be able to turn into a weapon as well. Oh, this is a dead end, so good excuse to go to the antique shop again. And we have more weapons. Nice. Upgrade this for me. A fragmentation grenade. Give it again. Fail. Another 100-volt laser. Which you can upgrade further into. A fader. A poison spray. Which is a single-use item. Or can you equip it, Totaro? No, you can't. The music resetting every time you skip makes this so much worse. A rock launcher. Launches rocks, duh. A robot could rocket as an accessory to do the same. Those two aren't so good, so I'll try to upgrade them. A plasma spark, interesting. What about the 100-volt laser? And as you might have seen, giving the same item might give different results. It's not necessarily always gonna have the same outcome. Another poison spray. So you have two rock launchers, we can turn one of them into something else. If the doctor cooperates. A Showa goldfish launcher. Big ass cannon that shoots goldfish. I wanna see that. Whoops. It looks just like in the original. I think it's the exact same sprite, in fact. I've been here before. I barely get enough to pay for 3 square meals, let alone the vacation. Welcome to the near future. This is eventually gonna be all of us. Oh, a Plasma Spark is an Air of Effect skill. I was thinking one of those. What about the rock launcher? He's slightly better, but I still wish he was stronger than this. Also, the fights further into the dungeon are weirdly easier because there's no more Dobermans. He looks like a mushroom from behind. Yes, he does. He could maybe go into a bush and fool people like that one Pokemon from Generation 5. Yeah, that one. The one where there's sometimes a Pokemon on the ground, that's usually an item, but you try to interact with it and it's this Pokemon. Now we finally have something he's vulnerable against. Nice. A lot of people complain about the designs in Gen 5 in general, not just that Pokemon. I never had a problem with it. It's my favorite generation.
ツ抜きのお前なんざ。
食らいやがれ。
Let's hit as many of them as possible. Oh, good thing that missed. Guardian Angel.
バカ野郎。
Yes, we desperately need more damage. Rejoin the party, please.
こっから先が本番だ。根性据えろよ。
Oh, it's a counter-attack. We have to wait to see it. I shouldn't have done that. But that's some very convenient positioning from them. Good counter. I was hoping for that.
なもんや。
I would try to speak to her again, but I'm afraid that's just gonna repeat if I do.
食らいやがれ。ほら。なるほど。ほらほらほら。こいつに耐えられるか。ハロイ。ビリビリ。だよ。ダン。
Hey, another commander. Yes, fights start get a bit tiring without the same enemies repeating themselves, but I want to see what's behind that door.
地獄を見てみな。やっ。だろ。ほらほらほら。だよ。だろ。カメ。そんなもんか。ほう。食らいやがれ。そらよ。なるほど。いで。頼んだぜ。
Oh, there's our counter.
ほら。
Nice.
どんなもんや。
Gozo Watanabe, we've heard this surname before. Hey, I wonder why you came mine to read the tubus filled with liquid. So they all say the same thing. Yeah, F4, 9F. I didn't save up until now. If the game had crashed, I would be in trouble. Also, what we just saw in that room is what's happening to all the people who were being kidnapped.
山崎貴様は松井おお無法松とは松井貴様だったか
うっしゃっしゃちょうどいいおインコ様のためのモルモットがさらに増えたというわけだ我が名はシンデルマン生きているのに死んでるマン私を変人扱いした学者どもは皆液体人間にしてやった取り逃がしたのはあの男東兵衛ただ一人
ケルルお主らには分からぬのかこの素晴らしさが現代科学と古代よりの英知が日暮里のおでお寺で一つとなるのでケル2000人の生命が一体となり大インコ像に
Show fazem was the amount of people the Crusaders had to get.
になるでケルこの汚れた世界もあと少しで救われるでケルせっかく来てくれたのだ手ぶらで返しては失礼だ博士からささやかなプレゼントがあるそうだ
ちょうど人間相手にテストを行いたかったところです液体人間ロボット W1 号その力を見せてあげなさい
Yeah, what happens if you put a religious nut into power and giving access to unethical science? Something very horrifying. This is kinda reminding me of the Nikkei lores. Someone is also live like them. I sort of thought about this as well. Taro is kind of a turtonic, you could say. You turn the turtle into liquid and put it to a machine body so it can live on. And all of the robots we've fought so far are people using people to fuel them. Also, this robot is Watanabe's father, one of the orphans. Does he fall asleep? He's vulnerable to sleep in heaven. I guess not. Yes, that's why we saw his name mentioned before. Is he weak to anything else? Only to light, which Taro doesn't have any attack like that.
まだだ
Oh, Matsu is dead because of the fire tile. Before this gets even worse for me, let me try to show you a secret about this boss. You have to turn him around with this skill. I'll try to have Taro tank his attacks for now. Here, there's a tank with the liquefied body behind him. So let's try to hit it directly. And that's an instant kill if you hit his weak point.
Tsukuba の秘密を知って生かして返すと思うか。そうか、死んでるまんべ。奴に手を貸しているのは陸軍総帥山崎、そして日暮里にあるおでお寺の雲龍じゃ。
あんな奴らの思い通りにさせてたまるか。何か打つ手はないのか。
ブリキ大王が動けば悪いわ。
まあ誰ですのそのブリキ大王さんって。
古代メカブリキ大王。かつて古代バビロニアの聖人が念力で動かしたと言われるロボット魔人じゃ。
ロボット？かっけー！兄ちゃんの超能力でブリキ大王は悪いやつなんか叩き潰しちまえ。
You know, if we're gonna have this conversation about the robot again now, we didn't need that whole sequence in the beginning of trying to activate it.
話を続けて。
残念ながらこやつでは無理なのじゃ。
まあそういう言い方もあるな。なんつうかその
念力か。
念力なしでも液体人間を注入すれば タロイモのように動かすことも可能じゃろうが。
俺が赤耳ガメをたくさん取ってきてやるよ。
Yeah, a lot of turtles. Why not try that?
ブリキ大王はあまりに巨大じゃ。人間の精神でなければ動かせん。
東兵衛さん、私を液体人間にして。何バカなこと言ってるの。分かってるの。私はもう治らないのよ。だから液体人間になればずっとお兄ちゃんと一緒にいられるもの。ずっと
バカ言うな。こんなふざけた事件にマジに取り組むことはねえ。
ここは一つ俺がやってみるか。
残念だがお前さんでも無理じゃ。
昭和の男に無理なんて言葉は通用しねえぜ。
Can't blame her. I don't think anybody should want to be turned into liquid whether or not you're gonna be put into a robot body.
無理を通してみせる。
こりゃ待たんか。わしの発明ぞ。
I, for one, would not like to be a machine. Anyway, I need to take a short break after that. I'll see you in a minute. Hi there. Now, I for one do prefer being made out of flesh rather than steel. And you have to remember that ultimately robots are made to do the stuff we don't want to. And for that, I see no reason why you'd want to be one. Who knows what you would be made to do in your new robotic body, which you almost certainly won't have full control over. You know, beyond all the problems with this chapter, like with everything about it, the pacing and how weirdly the story is presented. Playing it now, I realize it's surprisingly topical for today. This is more relevant now than it was back when the first version of the scheme released. And spoiler alert, but I think the same will apply to the next chapter. Yeah, I didn't watch RoboCop, so I wouldn't know. Anyway, let's do some more upgrading. I find the villains in this chapter very interesting because you join the military with an unethical scientist and a religious leader. Nowadays, if you spend any time on social media, you should know how we've got a lot of religious grifting, we've got a lot of sometimes cartoonishly evil tech bro culture. And this chapter makes you think what can happen if those things come together. Oh, I got 2 of the same weapon. I didn't mean to do that. And I don't think this turns into anything else. Oh no, it's different weapons. Okay. Hey, power discard. I'm trying to make a different weapon, but oh, there is one. I'll look up the guide one more time.
なんじゃ。
いいもんあるぜ。
なんじゃ。
いいもんあるぜ。
Now the poison spray can become something else other than the rock launcher, but it's luck of the draw whether you get it. No, another rock launcher. So you will be stuck with those. Oh, Taro can equip human equipment. I had no idea. It's not a lot of improvement to his stats, but it's better than nothing. Oh, new robots.
Shoot! ビビらせてやるぜ。ほら。ビリビリ。ビリビリビリ。
I guess that's meant for human enemies. I was trying to make one specific weapon where Taro hits around him, like an AoE effect, but I had no luck with that. Yeah, everybody sucked on whatever Matango is.
所詮何もできねえんだよ。俺みたいなダメ人間はな。念力、要は集中力だろう。くそ、精神力を高められるもんがあるな。なんだ、大見え切っても。 所詮何もできねえんだよ、俺みたいなダメ人間はね。
Am I supposed to do something else here?
クルセイダーズが火をつけて、妙子が香織ちゃんを助けに入っていって。
俺が行く。みんな逃げろ。
妙子姉さん、香織ちゃん、離せよ。
Here's what I'm gonna do before playing this sequence. I'm removing all these weapons from Taro. Oops. And giving them to Akira. Which doesn't have any... I mean, it has some effect on his stats, but it's very little. But later on you'll get why I'm doing this.
"香織は俺が助ける。外に出な。
Oh, she's not in her own room. Wait, make me check everywhere. And suddenly this door is not blocked by fire.
香織、香織。
兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
大丈夫か、香織。崩れる。
Oh, those two are just chilling on the antique antique shop
ブリキ大王を
while
動か
this
して
is
きた。
going on.
何を言っとる。お前さんじゃ。
今度はしくじらねえ。さあ、ブリキ大王に乗せろ。
そいつはマタンゴ。そんなにたくさん食うと死んじまうぞ。
古の力を持ちて飛び立たん。
動きよった。
So Matsu suddenly gets psychic powers by eating a lot of matango, which I still not sure what is. But I actually heard that term somewhere before. There's an old movie called Matango, which I haven't watched it. I should sometime, but from what I know, it's about a group of people who become stranded in an island, and some of them start to turn into some terrifying mushroom monsters. I think because they consume something from the island. And that, I believe, is a metaphor for drug usage. It might have inspired this. That movie was made by the same director who created Godzilla, I believe. Oh, it's mushroom related. So it checks out with that movie. That old man is still lurking behind the tree. Finally. I not wanted to watch mech anime, so not sure if it works like that on them. But this really reminds me of kaiju movies where it takes ages for you to actually see what you came for. It's only towards the very end of the chapter that we actually see the robot in action. The Steel Titan is another choice of localization to me, because before this remake was made, I usually saw the robot's name being properly translated in the fandom as the Thinking, which is more like a literal translation of Burikidayon, the Great Thinking, I mean. Which I think sounds better. Great Thinking feels like there's only one of them. Steel Titan sounds more generic, like it sounds like the name of a monster I would have in around the mid game of the previous RPG I played in this channel. But if you ask me, I would just not have translated the name at all, just call him Burikidayon. It's perfectly fine. And I think the script doesn't mention that this robot was constructed by the ancient Babylonians. It's actually in the lyrics of his theme song. Some robot shows make wait, I don't know how often it is. It largely happens because of budget reasons, right? Animating a giant robot is expensive, so we delay actually doing that for as long as we can get away with.
お前の親父と俺は敵同士だった。俺は当時クルセイダーズのリーダーだった。
Yes, we're getting some less minute to backstory.
あいつは機動部隊の隊長さ。
His stories was at that. That's also very common. I guess it depends of how the mecha fits into the setting. If it's supposed to be like an abnormal thing, like here, then it makes sense for him to take a long time to show up. But not if like it's a military story where everybody uses mechas.
バカ言うな。あんたは騙されてるんだ。お前たちの抵抗くらいで陸軍が引くか。大人になれ、松井。あんたも所詮山崎の犬か。やむをえん。全面対決にはしたくない。すまん、松井。
俺の方が一瞬早く引き金を引いちまった。いくらお前たちに罪滅ぼしをしようが許してもらえるこっちゃね
え。まず
ケイチさん、ケイチさん、しっかりして。
まだだ。 だまだ死んだりはしねえ。さあ行くぜ日暮里へ。奴らの野望を砕きにな。
ダメよ、行かせないわ。明日行けばいいじゃない。今日はもうダメよ。
うるせえな。男のけじめに女が口出しすんじゃね。
終わりじゃ。よくここまで持った。
降りてくれ。みんな降りてくれ。
Oh, Taro gets to stay. Never mind.
松は死んだりしねえ。このブリキ大王がある限り。
まさかお前か。お前が動かしてるのか。
行くぜ松。日暮里によ。無理を通してみせる。
来いコアッパ。陸軍の名にかけて貴様を倒す。
There is Sorbent of feelings. Should have you note that it's not water down there around the bird statue? That's a really cool pause screen. Suddenly we can control the robot. We haven't really done anything to make sense that Akira can do it now, but he is the main character and he's determined, so I guess he can do anything. And we will have random battles. The Steel Titan has over 2000 HP and 4 skills. Let's try those out. Determination, courage. Actually, yes, since this robot is piloted by psychokinesis, it makes sense that your mental state decides whether or not you can control it. I cannot hit all of them at once.
こうって蹴散らせ悪の基地へへ楽勝楽勝
Have I said already that I think this game has some stellar sound design in the attacks? Listen to this.
メタルキット
One more time.
鋼の拳が天をつけどんなもんや
More jet fighters. All throughout this chapter, Akira has felt like the most underpowered main character we had so far, so I'm glad you used your robot instead for the finale. Also, the animations, you can probably guess, are way faster than they were in the original. Actually, in the original, the Burik dial did not animate at all. He was just a static pose like your enemies. And he just slid around the screen. I think your enjoyment of this chapter really hinges on how much you like mecha anime, because it gives you a lot more to have to sit through. And we have a mid-boss. Right now I think of a game called Front Mission. It's also by Square Enix. I was thinking of playing that in the future here. It's a tactics RPG where you control mechas. But I've never played one. I mean a Front Mission game. I've listened to the OST of the remake that's on Steam and I really liked it. There's one more of those big planes. I say a lot of people talk about the third front mission, but that's the one where she did not get a remake. Nice, there should be just one fight left. It doesn't matter, but yeah, I think he has all the best equipment he could have. SRT, SRW, I've never heard of those. I'll look this up later.
Kaわいそうに。君にはこの素晴らしさがわからんのか？人間と人間が一つに溶け合い、身も心も分かち合えるのですよ。憎しみも争いもない素晴らしい世界。それを得るためには汚らわしい肉体など捨てねばならんのだ。まあよい。いくら説明してもわからんだろう。陸軍が時間を稼いだおかげですでに2000人の液体人間は捧げられた。この池の水、これこそ6万リッターの液体人間なのだ。
ケルピーちゃん、ケルルちゃん、ドレンプちゃん、ケル来たでケル。今こそこの大インコ像に我らをお救いになるため、おデオ様がお売りになるでケル。
They're using this lake of liquefied people to power up this statue. And some birds as well. The great thing was that is our final boss, since this is the most claustrophobic arena we've ever had. He's actually resistant to what would have been my strong skill, which is the... Oh, never mind. This, I think, is the strongest one. That stops me from punching. And kicking as well. I'm actually losing. There's not a lot of variety you can have for strategy in this fight. It's not like you can build the Steel Titan. You're just stuck with his starting moveset and stats. But I think you just have to use Babylon Stomp as often as you can. And I cannot move because my legs are crippled. Okay, my legs are free again. I think I'm gonna have to try this again. Also, the missiles deal more damage than I thought. I think they're better than the laser shock to charge up. If I survive this, I can... Never mind. So the chapter boss I thought was the least likely to lose against is the only one I actually lose against. So let's not beat around the bush and just spam the kick as much as you can. I don't think your positioning matters. It's not like you have a lot of room to move. I was missing some of the hits from the kick before, then that didn't help as well. Actually, I guess it's better to be close to him, because he might be compelled to use that weak kick attack. Now there's your winning strategy. Use one move. It's not very cinematic, but it's what works.
ねえ。ねえ。ねえったら。こんなとこでサボってないで、たい焼き焼いてよ。
あや。
And with that, the chapter is over, dancing away just as confusing as it began. No nice way to put it. This is the one chapter I did not have a good time playing through. The final sequence where you control the robot is cool and all, but I don't think it makes up for the rest. I think you could... This was the longest chapter so far, and I think you could cut it straight in about half. Just by removing so much just confusing and pointless stuff you have to do. Like all the trigger hunting, the end of running around the house. And this sequence where Akira tries to activate the robot and fails, which I feel didn't serve any purpose on the plot. You could just have that thing make it in the end. A lot of stuff in the story doesn't make sense, like Akira just waking up in the park now. Or how the other kids haven't grown up from the flashback. And so I have my answer as to whether they would rewrite anything about this chapter. They wouldn't. The central theme is interesting. Like I said before, it's very topical for today, which is the near future the developers were probably thinking of back then. It just the package around it is not that good, in my opinion. Showing him fails to set up the difficult, I guess. But I think they need to have the whole ritual that happens before it. In fact, I think that could be a good point to start the plot on, begin with Akira failing to activate the robot. Because what happens after that is mostly most of the important stuff. Despite this, I know this to be the favorite chapter of a lot of people. Like I said, I think it hinges on how much you like mecha. Also, what you're seeing right now is referencing some optional content I skipped entirely. You could have come to the park at some point and helped with Matsu sell Taiyaki. From doing this, you'd get Taiyaki as a reward, which you could use as a healing item or give to the kids in exchange for some rewards they give out. But even without doing that, this chapter lasted the entire stream. Despite the length, it doesn't have a super boss. And I'm glad, because I would not enjoy going back to this one. I think I won't feel near as bad about this chapter if you just cut out the like unarguably unnecessary stuff, like the tasks you have to do around the house in the start. That long flight of stairs, or the very bad upgrade system, where you can fail and you just have to beat your head against the wall until you get the item you want. There's just one more left. We're not gonna have the time to start it today. That's for next week. But I feel this one will be better to play through. I'll check if there's anybody I'd like to raid. Nobody's paying Live Alive today. But I guess that's to be expected. But tying rating a small victory like Yozo. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope to see you next week. Have a good night.